Well, it's Sunday, July 23rd, and first things first, happy birthday greetings going out to my brother, whose birthday is a day after my mom's. So, happy birthday. Hope you have a good day. Hey, we're gonna pick back up on electrical. This is probably gonna be going on for a while, this electrical stuff, I would imagine. There's quite a bit we gotta hook up here, so we're just continuing on with that. Probably going to, let's see, I kind of had things figured out here, now I forgot what I was going to do. We've got an ELT connection we need to figure out, or terminate I should say. We'll get that done. And just general kind of wire routing things today, and possibly getting some of the other sensors, looking at maybe doing the EGT and CHT probe connections, probably work on those and see what we get. Alright, working on some of this ELT stuff here, and we've got the little alarm sounder thing that goes with it. I don't know what the technical name for it is. What does it say? Audio alert unit. So this gets mounted up behind the panel, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just rough this up with some sandpaper, and we'll clean it with alcohol. And I've got a couple pieces of Velcro. Just have this Velcro section here that doesn't have any sticky stuff on it, and I'm just going to use some VHB tape on there to stick it to that, and then we'll stick the other half of the Velcro up here under up behind the panel. And that way we can take that off of there if we need to, or I should say when it comes time to change this battery. The batteries that are in this are good for 10 years, but it was installed in 2020, so we're down to 7 years. But anyway, we'll get going on that. So rough this up with a little piece of emery cloth, and I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol. We'll clean this up. So I got a rough surface on here for that tape to stick to, and we'll do the same thing up here under the panel. You got that roughed up under there, under that shelf, so I'm going to use some MEK to clean that off, since it's not plastic. Stick that on. Just kind of swipe the back side of this Velcro with some alcohol. Get any oil or whatever off of there. Dirt. Don't do this with MEK. Set the Velcro on there. I could have got all fancy and cut the shape out of it, but that's alright. Discovered that the plug for this ELT, we don't have the other end of the connector. We'd gotten this before we got the panel from the avionics shop, and they forgot to include the plug, the Molex plug for this. So I'll go tomorrow and get that. So we can do that then. Alright, got our engine side of the battery cable done, and what we ended up doing was a cushion clamp in here where the bolt for the mount, the oil cooler mount goes through. We just pulled that bolt, did a cushion clamp on that. That's a number, what size of a cushion clamp is this? 12. Or the 5? Okay, that's a DG5 cushion clamp on that. And this is 8 gauge Tefzel coming up from the back. So we did this clamp on here, and then did these 2 cushion clamps on the, did the one on the mount and the one on the cable again. And so that clears this here, it's solid. And then it also, can't see it, but it clears this engine mount behind, so that's clamped in there. And we're just gonna loop it up and around and over to where it connects to the starter relay. But that took a while to get that done. It was mostly just trying to get those clamps together. They're pretty kind of tough to work with sometimes, especially in that little space in there. Next thing I need to do is we got to look and see how that battery cable gets routed down to the back. I'm not sure exactly how that gets done, but obviously it comes out bottom of the firewall inside and then comes across, and so I don't know if we can run it along the seat, in between the seat rail and the side, because there's a closeout that's going to be in here, or I got to look and see what others are doing, if that runs, you know, across here and then back to the main battery contactor there. So that's the unknown as of right now. So yeah, we are really glad that we don't live in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's super hot. It's 91 outside right now. It's 87 in the hangar. We've got the front door open, and it is toasty. We got to 102 yesterday out at the house, so it's getting warm. So we're yeah, we're gonna call it for today. Well, it is getting toasty, so we are done for today. Came up a little earlier than we normally do so that we could get some work done in the cool of the morning. But that's, yeah, it's just how it is. It's either 40 below in the winter time or 100 and something in the summertime. Anyways, yeah, you saw I just talked about this battery cable, did that. You know, we had to put the connector on the end there. And we did the audio notifier box under there for the ELT. Got that in, and we just bolted, or not bolted, but clamped in the ELT in the back here. We got the little cable that runs up to the front that connects to the control on the firewall, and it's super long, so I need to I'm gonna cut that cable and crimp a new end on it. I think I've got these in at the office. Looks like, I think that's an RJ11. I don't know, I'll have to check and make sure, but if I can, I'll shorten that up a little bit and put a new end on it, if I have those ends. And if I don't, we'll just coil it up and stow the excess up under the panel. And connected the antenna up, and just didn't connect it to the ELT itself, but just ran the cable down here to make sure we're good there, which we are. There's a good amount of cable there. And that's what we got done today. So with electrical stuff continues. Oh, the other thing was, we started looking at the ammeter shunt, wiring that in for the panel. We've got the ammeter shunt down there, And I ran into a question that I need to ask the avionics shop. So we'll ask that tomorrow and see what they're say. We'll see what they say about that, and then we'll move on with that. Didn't get to the CHT EGT leads at all, just because we got kind of wrapped up in this battery cable and the ELT stuff. So anyways, everybody have a good evening, and thanks for watching, and that's it for now.